Welcome back to the channel, folks. Today is May 6th, 7:22 p.m. And what a weird day we had today. I was checking the markets on Sunday, checking the futures at least. Then got that Trump tweet. All of a sudden, boom, everything took a big dump. And I was expecting a sell-off. That's what I was expecting, because we were up at the level where we sold off before in October. It was the same kind of a scenario where China trade fears kicked into gear. Now we've had already a lot of that go on for several months. The market's kind of used to it, but I was sure we were just going to sell off and it was going to be the end of this move and all that, but the market rebounded and rebounded pretty strongly, although I did notice there was very light volume all day in practically every stock I looked at, which may or may not be good. We sure didn't see a big bunch of high volume selling, which is good. We saw low volume buying, which might not be good either. So let's look at the S&P. Again, we're back dancing around this line, so we got pushed back below. We rebounded back up today. You can see we're right underneath it again. We did bounce off this trend line though. See that line's basically holding the market up at this point. Bounced off it, so that's good. Volume was very light everywhere that I saw. There's the Nasdaq's trend line. It bounced off there, back over top. Russell is actually looking better now. Look at that. Russell actually looks like the best looking index at this point, which might be good. If you watch my video about the rules, you see I have a little note there that says it's good if the Russell leads, right? So yeah, if the Russell's actually going to lead us higher, that's actually good. Okay, let's look at the oscillator real quick here. +2, we were higher than that previously. Not much, we were at like a +11, I think. So right around neutral, that's good. If we can get any kind of upside, like so, it would be really, really great to see the market have this huge gap down, all this buying, and then we keep going higher, except I saw the futures here for tomorrow already, and we're down 135 on the Dow, down 45 on the Nasdaq, and now 16 on the S&P. Maybe we had a knee-jerk reaction buy session on low volume, and then the real problem's going to show up where we get sold off. So hopefully we don't. I hope. I think we're actually going to have a lot of turmoil this week because of this China stuff. So all today they were like, so is the China delegation actually going to show up this week? And then we heard that news, and then the market was bought. But I mean, there's I think it was last week they were talking about we might have a deal by Friday, and then all this stuff happened, and I think we might be in for a lot of choppiness there, especially with light volume buying today. There's not a lot of support there if there's light volume buying. Anyway, let's go through the list. We'll see what happened with these stocks today. MDB got bought up, it's still within its pattern. CRM, and these are all in a different order now from what you've seen before. CRM looks really good in the ascending triangle. Palo Alto is still back within the channel. I actually raised the upper line a little bit to compensate for that day that popped out. But yeah, still within the channel. Match. Now, some of these you'll see the earnings are coming tomorrow. I don't like where Match is with the earnings coming tomorrow, because it could easily punch over there during the day, and we don't want that. I would rather the earnings punch it out, and then that's more of a buying opportunity. I don't want it to break out, and then we think, well, could we buy this? No, don't buy before the earnings. Please don't buy before the earnings. Remember that I never told you to buy before the earnings. Anyway, it's in a nice ascending triangle, and that was a really nice rebound off the bottom line. I hope it doesn't break out, and I hope the earnings, take it out through the top. IBB on light volume broke out. You see the ascending triangle break out there. I thought about buying that today, but then I started checking volumes, and I was like, whoa, there's like not enough volume on this stuff. So that's a worry to me. That's a really big worry. Where is the buying volume on it? On such a huge gap down, why wasn't there so much volume that it was just ridiculous? That's a problem. So OLLI came out as well. I think it's back in there now. Nope, it just barely came out. But again, volume wasn't super huge. Oh, and went to all these earnings. Not until June. Okay. Netflix is still within its triangle. That's still good. We know Netflix's earnings were, I believe, right there. I think that was the day, somewhere back there. They were fairly recent. So it's still looking good inside. Let me give you the breakout. Be the top of this bar, I think. 386. Yeah, 386 for Netflix. Etsy's another one. I took the top line off. I mean, this is still significant consolidation. May 7th is the earnings, so tomorrow again. But because it came up and did this pennant, it was just kind of hard to look at, a little bit messy. So, and then we came out, but earnings are going to have to get it going one way or the other again, and then we'll see what it does after that. HUBS is another one. Again, I wish this was not so close to the upper line before earnings tomorrow, but that's a fantastic pattern. A nice break of this whole thing into another ascending triangle. Poised to be bought. I mean, I wish this was one where the earnings were before the market opened, like Shopify that one day. But yeah, so let's hope that that maybe gaps down or something and then makes its way up to the upper line but doesn't break out, and then the earnings come out and then that pushes it out, and then there's a buying opportunity there, we hope. Facebook is still consolidating. I would not put a buy point on that just yet. To me, it's not long enough. Same thing with this. Looks good. I want to see more time. I want it to be longer. I was in COUP and I got stopped out today because of that huge dip. Took me out, and it rebounded and recovered almost all of it. I didn't have the opportunity to buy back in. I hadn't planned on that. And then later on when I saw it move, I thought, okay, I could have done that. That might be something I could add to my trading plan later. Haven't really got into that yet. Still trying to focus on really good breakouts of the daily charts and then execute on my plan. But yeah, that thing is really strong. It looks really strong. And if you stayed in, or somehow were able to stay in, you know, you're still in a good place. Alibaba got devastated. Look at that. Look at the gap, man. Look at there's the volume because China, right? Huge gap down into buying. Wow, but yeah, because of the China tensions. That's too bad because that thing was moving really nice. This thing is really strong. Trade desk. Look at the way that it just sat there. It's like, okay, I'll gap down a little bit and then I'll just sit there. You can't really move me. Had a nice volume too. Yeah, that thing is a strong stock, man. JK Solar got smoked. Chinese, skip it. Tesla, now here's what we're looking for. More upside. So it gapped down, got bought back up. More upside to get to that upper line. And then hopefully break that. And that should end up being a buy. American Tower I added back recently because it came back and clearly kind of started angling up like that. It dipped here, still closed above that line. Hold it, I'll keep it in there a bit longer and see what it does. Added DOMO back in because of the day today, and how that's really a clear line right there, holding it down. And if it can break that, that should be a buy. Although, again, with the volatility of the week, I don't know what's going to happen with this market, really. ZS is just like DOMO. Nice falling wedge into this sideways action where there's a clear line holding it down. So that line on ZS is 69.99, basically 70. And on DOMO, it's right around 40, 39.67. There we go. And now just take a look at Shopify because that thing is a beast. Look at that. Rebounded right back up. Consolidate, please, so I can buy it. I'd love to get into Shopify. Anyway, that's the whole list. And yeah, so what's today? Monday. Next video will be tomorrow. I'll see you on the next one.